Big up, guys. Big up to everyone. Share the live, guys. Real chicken battery, though, then plug it to a charger then. Plug that to a charger, man. You guys gotta be this thing charged all the time, man. Okay, guys, so what's up? What's popping? What's popping, guys? What's popping? What's popping? What's popping? What do you say? The song making the spirit. Oh my god. Oh my god. I gotta show this to this. uh, what's up, everyone, man? What are you going to ask Amber Duran? Talk to me. Whatever you're going to ask. What are you going to ask? What are you going to ask? Where they? Oh, they're there, chilling out. You know, they're chilling out for the time and relaxing. You know, big up Dara. Big up to everyone. Share the life and let's get this thing. You know. So we're going to continue from where we continue. We're going to continue from where we left off last night and even more interesting. And it's even more interesting. So I'm going to come and share some more details with you. I don't know what's wrong with the floor name always have a problem. How you doing, guys? So guys, like I was saying, explaining last night to you guys that you have to always try your best to get to your higher self because the mind is adjusting. It's just an unjust thing that we have no control, that we have no idea the amount of control that we can have. No, as you can see my name there, as you can see my name is printed there, so you don't have to call me, my name is still there. My name is still there. Ay, muy bien, muy bien. Escucha por un momento. Tu padre dormir más tarde. Tú no tienes nada mucho para hacer, tú puedes escuchar. Entendiste? So I'm going to share with you a little clip so you get a little understanding, a little understanding of what's going on with deep within your minds and deep within a lot of things that is been hidden away from you. Like they always say, knowledge is power, and with knowledge you can do a lot of power. So let's just go with this first clip first, and then we're gonna have a little discussion. So I'm gonna show you, adding to, and I'm starting to help you paying attention to this. This is going to add to what we were talking about last night, and the doctor, and to what I was saying when I was speaking about the mind and the healing and all sorts of stuff like that. You understand me? So Let's just take a look at this clip and look at the experience that this person had.
Yes. In your opinion, what is mind over matter?
Well, basically, it's the ability of focusing your mind on something physical, matter, and get it to change according to what your intention is.
Sure.
So, for example, if my heart rate is going crazy right now, or I have a headache, or something like that, is it possible for your mind, just through intention, to focus on your head or your stomach, whatever it is,
and make that change?
And make that change. So like I said, it's not just experiential. We started working with scientists in laboratory, measuring exactly that interaction. For example, we worked with water. We would put a glass of water and focus on it and see if we could change the pH. Could it go up? Could it go down?
Okay, like Dr. Emoto's experiments.
Emoto, but William Tiller.
Yeah.
He did a phenomenal experiment with the pH of water. And so just for people to know, when we set up a scientific experiment, we take what we call a baseline. So we take measurements over and over for a long period of time. And then exactly at a certain point, you focus on the water and you see if you can get the pH to go up or down. And exactly at that time, you see the measurement jump up, 100%, 400%. And then when you stop looking at it, it goes back to the baseline. So that time correlation, when we repeat it again, becomes a scientific validation. So we've done that over and over. And sure enough, there is a measurable connection between mind and matter.
It's a powerful tool, isn't it, Caroline?
It's very powerful.
The ability to do that and change things.
Exactly. And people don't realize, already just with water, we are made of water. So if we can do this in a glass of water, why couldn't we do it on our bodies?
That's why a full moon plays havoc on our brains, right?
Exactly. Everything is interconnected. So to me, of course, I've come to the conclusion that consciousness is fundamental, meaning it is part of all of life. It's part of the fabric of life itself. So whether it be a physical object, a biological system, your body, or your mind, it's just another part of that fabric of consciousness itself.
Train us a little bit in Mind Over Matter. We've got your series Superhuman, which is now on Gaia.
Yes.
And you explain how you can train people with some exercises.
I asked PK practitioner and meditation teacher Sean McNamara to facilitate a session with my friend Rachel, who had never practiced PK before and was eager to try. Sean, I'm so excited about this. I mentioned Rachel.
I can't tell you how excited I am. I cannot wait to learn.
Yeah. It sounds like you have a lot of confidence already. Like some part of you already believes that it's possible. Is that true?
Oh, I do. I have been studying and so passionate about the power of thought and intention. Ever since I was 14, went through a really difficult time in my life. I saw a movie that changed my life, and I had this very life-changing experience where I was like, that's what I want to do. I want to perform, I want to act, I want to inspire people just like that film did for me, through focusing on that, intending it, writing it down, having vision boards, seeing it, watching it every day, seeing myself do it every day. I ended up playing the lead in the sequel to that same film 6 years later, something that everybody told me was impossible.
Where you place your awareness is where energy goes. That's basically all.
So you hear that? Where you place your awareness is where your energy goes. So Starlight, according to last night's our topic, this is what I was trying to explain to you on how the mind works, how powerful the mind works, and why I was explaining to you guys last night about we are being fooled. When people hear mind over matter, they believe mind over matter is something else. But mind over matter it reflects on a totally different aspect. You understand what I'm saying to you? Matter is everything that is around us, every single thing. And our mind, we can manipulate matter with great focus and intent. You understand what I'm saying to you? I'm telling you, if anybody want to join it, I guess you'll see the link at the bottom. You could click on the link and you could join the live, and then you could have a discussion if you want. Or you understand me? So this is basically last night what I was trying to explain to Starlight when we were having the discussion. But like a lack of knowledge could also make you, a bit of not understanding a lot of things. You understand me? And the attributes and all the stuff like that. Merson, I thought you said you was going to you was going to come on the camera. I ain't seen you coming. I ain't seen you coming. You understand me? So it goes back to the Bible. It goes way back now, back to the Bible again, like I was explaining last night. And why I was explaining to you last night that I have this place where I confine myself to and I try to meditate. You see, in the video, the ladies went to meet a man who's very good at meditating, and that's what he does. You understand me? Now, with great focus, it's better to have that kind of better focus is to be concealed. You conceal yourself in solitude, you are away from everything else, and you try to find yourself. Because when you find yourself, there's a lot of things you could do. So basically, when you take a good look at it, you have to ask yourself why exactly is it bad, or we should be classed evil for knowledge? Why? I don't get it. Why is it forbidden for us to get to know ourselves better? Why is it forbidden for us to get to understand ourselves? Because we're not fully aware of ourselves. We only are trapped to one side. You understand me? You only trapped to one side, which is the tree of life. There were two trees. There were always two trees. In the beginning of time, in the Garden of Eden, there were two special trees in that garden. No, to me, you don't need a laptop because Salagas is not a phone. Salagas is last night. To me, you don't need a. You could join your phone now. To me, you could join your phone. There were two trees at the beginning of time: the tree of life and the tree of knowledge. Okay, those two trees. Those two trees. Out of those two trees and all the other trees that was in the Garden of Eden, God forbid Adam and Eve to eat from the tree of knowledge. And nobody's curious why. They could have eaten from the tree of life, which was it was placed there, also very important, the same importance as the tree of knowledge. But the tree of knowledge and the tree of life has two different things going on with them. You understand what I'm saying to you? So if you do your studies right, or if anybody has knowledge, the tree of life, it only has three actions attached to it, which is mainly eating, having sex, and fighting, which that is the animal type of us, the reptilian brain. You understand me? And Adam and Eve were to eat from that tree so that they could only remain in that physical realm, because the tree of life also contributes to the physical aspect of stuff. Now, the tree of knowledge, it gives you intuition, awareness, self-awareness, the higher self, the greater mind. You get to know yourself. You can become more powerful. You understand me? And this is what leads to you to be able to do a lot of stuff with matter, controlling matter with your mind. Through focus, you can control matter. You understand me? So knowledge has always been power, and people has been afraid. Adam and Eve, I'm going to show you a little clip about something said about Adam and Eve. It's a little clip, It's nothing for us to be contradicting about. It's nothing, like I said to you guys, I don't target religion. I don't target religion. I don't, condone. I'm not into the religious stuff. I'm not into that. I'm into the divine mind because that's what that's the belief I'm in. So I'm going to show a little clip and you tell me your thoughts about it. You can't join because, the starlight, what happened? You punking out tonight or what? I'm going to show you a little clip and then you'll tell me your views about it. Tell me what you think about it. You understand me? So let's just watch this little clip and tell me what makes sense or nonsense or whatever it is. Let's just figure it out. Yes, Amazon, you have to click the link. That's right. It brings you to a web page because you could join with your phone. You can be able to join with your phone. You can just click on the link, it brings you to a web page, and then you join in from there. That's what happens. You don't need a laptop. You can join from your phone. You understand what I'm saying to you? So if you're curious about any stuff, and just now we're going to go to the different tribes. So let's just listen to this for guys. Have a little patience. And let's just listen to this for a little while. It's about Jesus and Lucifer and the Bible. Okay? And then you're going to get little scriptures, whatever. So just a little scriptures.
Jesus Christ and Lucifer. The church wants you to believe that they're enemies, but what if they were actually the same? Not only does the Bible itself contain strong evidence towards this, but the evidence also exists in many secret gospels and Christian books that were banned and destroyed by the church. Now, why did the church destroy these so-called blasphemous and heretical books? Because of what they revealed. Many of them claimed to contain the secret truth. Could Jesus, the self-proclaimed light of the world and morning star, be the same being as Lucifer, whose name in Latin literally means light bringer and morning star? And could they have the same mission, to set humanity free and ultimately overthrow God? Now, I myself used to be a Christian when I was very young, and I was raised in a strict Christian household. And I remember being taught that Lucifer was absolutely evil. And most people imagine Lucifer as a dark, evil, satanic being with horns. But did you know the Bible actually describes Lucifer as having originated in heaven as a powerful angel of light? In Ezekiel, Lucifer is described as powerful, beautiful, and wise. But then, according to the Bible, Lucifer became corrupt and they led a revolution in heaven against God. But why? Why did Lucifer revolt against God? Understanding Lucifer's motivation for starting the war in heaven is key to understanding how Lucifer and Jesus are the same. Before we unravel the mystery of this war in heaven, let's take a closer look at the connection between Jesus, Lucifer, and light, because this connection to light is critical. Jesus himself claims to be the light of the world twice. Once in John 8:12, where he directly says, "I am the light of the world," and again in John 9:5, when he says, "When I am in the world, I am the light of the world." And in Revelation 22:16, Jesus identifies himself as the morning star. I, Jesus, am the root and the descendant of David, the bright morning star. Jesus is self-described as a bringer of light to the world and the morning star. And as I said earlier, Lucifer is a Latin name that means light bringer and morning star. And in Isaiah 14:12, a verse that many Bible scholars believe describes Lucifer, identifies him as the morning star. How you have fallen from heaven, morning star, son of the dawn. You have been cast down to the earth. Now it's clear that both Christ and Lucifer are light bringers and are identified as the morning star. But a closer look at Isaiah 14:12 reveals more critical information. Notice that Lucifer is also identified as the son of the dawn, originated in heaven, and was then cast to earth. Both Christ and Lucifer are described as powerful beings related to light that originated in heaven before arriving to earth. And in mainstream Christianity, Jesus is portrayed as the Son of God, sent from heaven to earth to save humanity, while Lucifer is portrayed as the son of the dawn, having fallen to earth from heaven after starting a revolution in heaven and attempting to overthrow God. But could these two stories actually be intertwined? Could they be the same? What exactly is Jesus trying to save humanity from? To understand the connection, we have to look deeper at Lucifer's attempt to overthrow God. According to the Bible, specifically Ezekiel, Lucifer wanted to become God. When the revolution against God failed and Lucifer was cast to earth, something seemingly strange happened. Lucifer began to tell humanity that they could become God, and this happens in the Garden of Eden. According to the Bible, the first humans, Adam and Eve, live in the garden where God has placed two important trees, the tree of life and the tree of knowledge of good and evil. God told Adam he could eat from every tree except the tree of knowledge. And the Lord God commanded him, "You may eat freely from every tree of the garden, but you must not eat from the tree of the knowledge of good and evil. For in the day that you eat of it, you will surely die." Now, doesn't it seem a little strange that God would make knowledge forbidden? That detail is going to be important in just a minute. According to mainstream Christianity, Lucifer was in the Garden of Eden and, in the form of a serpent, told Eve she could become like God. The serpent said to the woman, "Did God really say you must not eat from any tree in the garden?" The woman said to the serpent, "We may eat fruit from the trees in the garden, but God did say you must not eat fruit from the tree that is in the middle of the garden, and you must not touch it, or you will surely die." "You will not certainly die," the serpent said to the woman, "for God knows that when you eat from it, your eyes will be opened, and you will be like God, knowing good and evil." Now, of course, they ate, and they did not die. But could they become like God? Let's look at this deep.
Okay, so we're here. So as I explained to you guys about the two trees, you guys get the link yet? No, you get the link yet to come up and share your thoughts. So as you can see, as I was saying, why is it so forbidden for us to gain knowledge? Why? Can anybody answer that for me? Why is it so forbidden for us to have or get knowledge? And with knowledge, it's the you know, only why knowledge? Why should we? Okay, so let's listen to this next little clip, this last little clip. Let's just listen to this. This last little one.
The Bible views Lucifer as a being who desires to be God and tells humanity that they can be like God. The question is, has Jesus ever done the same? In the Gospel of John, it says, "We are not stoning you for any good work," said the Jews, "but for blasphemy, because you who are a man declare yourself to be God." Jesus replied, "Is it not written in your law, 'I have said you are gods'?" That verse comes from the Gospel of John, from the Bible. But did you know there is a secret book of John? What I'm about to show you is absolutely incredible. The secret book of John is a book that claims to contain secret information, and this secret information was so blasphemous that it was declared a heresy and banned by the church. The secret book of John reveals that it was Jesus in the garden that caused Adam and Eve to eat from the forbidden tree of knowledge. Jesus said, "As for the tree called the knowledge of good and evil, It is the wisdom of the light. They commanded him not to eat from it. However, I caused them to eat. The connection between Christ and Lucifer here is crystal clear, and you can see why this made the church so angry. But it's about to get even more intense. Here we have another clear connection between Jesus and Lucifer, as well as with light. But you might be wondering, why would Jesus cause them to eat from the tree of knowledge and go against God's command? That brings us to our next connection, because like Lucifer, Jesus wants to overthrow God. Now, does that sound crazy? Well, get ready, because there's a mountain of evidence that says just that. According to the secret gospel of John, God is not the true God at all. He's a liar, a deceiver. The true God is actually a pure divine mind that exists in and emanates a realm of light called the pleroma. And all things, all beings, all creation, including us, are pieces of and part of the divine mind. The God of the Bible, however, is an evil being of chaos and darkness, a false pretender God. You might call him the shadow of light. This evil God created a malformed realm of matter and trapped souls of light into bodies in order to enslave humanity. You see, according to the secret book of John, we are all part of the divine mind and the realm of pure light, and that means we are all divine. We are the true God. But the evil God of the Bible took pieces of the divine mind, which is what we are, and trapped us in physical bodies as prisons and caused us to forget our true nature, to limit our power, and so that we would worship him. And this is all described in the secret.
I'm back. I thought you said you was getting ready to come, Muslim. So, do I believe in God? Mazun, yes, I do believe in God. I do believe in God. Very much so. The Most High. I do believe in God, yes. Up there, somewhere in the universe. But I don't believe in the all those wars and all those book stuff. Some of the stuff makes sense, but they have a lot of corrupt information in it, do you understand me? Because there's other books which relates to the Bible which were hidden. They are hidden there, and only particular people have access to them, and then you're getting certain information, you know. So this is what happens. Just like, I guess, Mary Magdalene. Has anyone know about Mary Magdalene? You understand me? So, with that being said, the divine mind, Muslim, the divine mind is what I focus on. I don't focus on if Selassie and Buddha and Hindu. I don't focus on that. Yes, M. Damien, you are very correct on that one there. Mary Magdalene, it was a book which was deleted, and all that stuff. So you get a lot of mix up in the Bible. I'm not saying the Bible is totally not true. There's a lot of stuff there which is very powerful, which is very true. It's very essential knowledge, you understand? But I focus more on getting to know myself other than focusing on religion. You understand what I'm saying to you? Getting myself led astray by different idols. You understand what I'm saying to you? So it is why I feel a more connection with the universe and nature, instead of I am battling myself to have myself worshiping into any makeshift thing or something. I believe the universe and the nature, it makes more sense. You understand me? This is which reason why we are connected with so much animals, and we are connected to the stars, the moons, and all that stuff, you know. So that's basically it. But what now you have to focus on yourself on now is getting to know your tribe, getting to know the little stuff that you do on a daily basis, how it could contribute to your to progress. Yeah, so I'm saying to you, your months, which is very important. The cycles of the moons, which is very important. The astrological symbols in this, that is attached to the different phases of the moon. It is very important. You understand me? So this is what we focus on. You understand me? The information that I shared with you guys, the videos, I'm not telling you I'm 100%. This is why I asked you to look at the video and then see whatever makes sense to you or whatever don't make sense. You understand me? I should have want to have a bread and wine for you. I got water though. I have water. Wasn't coming alive. Let me take you to that tour. Come alive, let me take you to that tour. That's what you need to do. You need to come alive. Let me take you to that tour. I'll give you 7 pills. So I do to you. You know, it is really bad to have such amount of fear in the world for things that has no harm to you. Majority of the times you'll allow your fear to kill yourself. You'll kill your own self through your fear. You're walking at your home night time. You come from work late or you come from out late and you're imagining that you see something. You know, you imagine you see something and you running. You do all kind of nonsense with yourself. You can't kill your own self. You say, hey, hey, you should actually pastors that because I have never I can't remember when I said drank that. So what I know that's drink wine at my home. So I know about the grape juice and stuff like that. You see, the night to you and dreaming. Mazun, when is your birthday again? Can you answer me that question? When is your birthday? You tell me. When is your birthday, Mazun? Your birthday passed recently, Oh, your March one? You believe those people had alcohol in those times? Darrell, I believe you too. Alcohol, because alcohol is made out of is basically made out of fruits. And back in the days, people had access to more fruits than now. They had more trees and more stuff. You understand me? And those knowledge were there way beyond, not now. It's not now alone people get that knowledge. That knowledge was there long. Long. So those people had the idea at back in the days. Those people had the idea back in the days how to make stuff like that, wine and stuff like that. You understand me? Seriously. Now, there's a part in the Bible, Genesis 14:9. I know you said that there. I believe that we have recognized a lot of books were not included in the Bible, hence the reason for all of confusion and construction. It limits us from breaking the different of the box. Everything is connected. That's the universe. You are so correct. And case you feel it, apparently you have been paying very much attention to the universe and your life. Yes, you are correct. Everything is connected. Like I was explaining, everything is connected. And that is what you have to focus on. You keep focusing on what they're telling you to do, on all that kind of stuff. But you have to focus on yourself. You understand what I'm saying to you? You have to focus on the universe. Which stones, which rocks that you could use, which crystals, which you could use that that matches your astrological symbol. You understand me? What times and what phases of the month and stuff like that. And that's the knowledge that scares everybody, you know. Everybody's so frightened. You see what the Bible did to you? See what the Bible have done to you? Y'all got so scared of just this is all the knowledge that is there, bare natural stuff. To just try to get to meditation and find yourself. Everybody find that is scary, you know. You all heard about what Solomon Solomon met whatever he met in this room. He is called concealed. He concealed himself in a room. He had his room, Solomon. And he met whatever he met in the room that he had. He had a special private room. And upon him being in that room, having himself concealed, he met whatever it is. And from that which he met, he got all the knowledge that he had. And that brought him to become the wisest man and had so many wives and became a king. Some would say that he met the devil. Some would say that he met God. And that will people will be battling those information and they will never come to a conclusion to that because is that there's so many sides to the story. That's what I'm telling you. So Solomon, because basically all the books that you find are from Solomon. Solomon met. Now, half of the half. Let's see, I want to say half, but okay, let's put it so. Some people will say that Solomon met the devil, and the other portion will say that Solomon met God. Okay. Now, I would say I don't believe none. I don't believe that he met God. I don't believe that he met the devil. I believe that in him being in that room concealed and focusing on himself, he did not meet those two, he met himself. He actually got to know who he will actually, he reached to his higher self and he gained knowledge through that. And upon that, I saw I saw somebody and go. That's right, I'm Kezia, his higher self. That's exactly right, Kezia. He did not meet. He did not meet God. He did not meet the devil. And that's what you all fail to realize from since last time I'm trying to explain to you all. You all are focusing on those two things. I am not focusing on those two things. I'm focusing in the center. You see what I'm focusing on? They have the story of Solomon. He met whatever he met into his room. And the two stories are outside there telling you that Solomon met the devil and the devil gave him that knowledge. The other side of the story will tell you Solomon met God and God gave him that thing. Oh, does you? That's right. That's right, Darrell. That's very much so, Darrell. I don't believe it is within. Upon his meditation in his room, Okay? He did not meet the devil, he did not meet God. He did not meet none of those figures. He he meditated and he reached to his higher self, his inner self. He got that. You understand what I'm saying to you? The consciousness, exactly. He got that. He got that awareness, his intuition, his premonitions, all that get into him. And he came out with that knowledge and became a king because knowledge was power and is power and still is power. So he gained knowledge through his own self. And being that he is the only individual at that time with that amount of knowledge, he became a king. You understand what I'm saying to you? He used that knowledge. Solomon died, however, the story was his books were hidden. And that's where it all began because they went and do the digging or whatever. His books was discovered and it was translated into all different religions. You see what I'm saying to you? Which is the reason why they have so many symbols and so many symbols and so many stuff. Yes, Daryl, there are voices also, but those voices, all those things you are saying there, the voices and all that, it came within himself. You see what I'm saying to you? He started because there's a part of your mind that can actually make matter disintegrate or form. There's parts of your mind that can make illusions. You can, example, one of the greatest things is, how do you call it? To, yeah, this is a very important comment. Father can speak to you through the person beside you. Okay, I agree with you. So this is basically it, guys. I don't believe that. So like just like the Bible come out with those two figures and the devil and this, I'm not here to come and tell you that this one is the good guy and this one is the bad guy. This is not what I'm about, neither. I'm never about that because that's going to send me mad. What I'm about is to find myself. You understand me? Because I know for a fact that we can do more. Okay, there's something called awareness that a lot of us have. There's something called intuition, premonitions. We have judgments. We have omens, signs, and symbols. And for every individual, each individual possesses a higher portion of that attribute. You understand me? You have some individuals that are very good in awareness. Okay? And I could give you that. A God. If you have any God here under the live, if you are aware what's a God, a November born. November borns are very good at their awareness. Every month in the year has a part to play with the different attributes. You get what I'm saying to you? So, for you to reach your higher self, you need to get to the totality of yourself. The reason why the body is separated into so many parts, and each part belonging to a tribe. You get what I'm saying to you? So, your higher self is you getting to the ability of, because what like the woman explained to you in the video a while ago, if you focus your mind with a great intention, it's a lot of things are liable to happen. So sometimes you have a minor headache. Exactly what I was explaining to Saleh last night. If you're missing an arm, of course I'm going to go to a doctor to try and sew me up. But there are minor stuff we go through and people run to a doctor. And if you focus and relax yourself, relax your mind, those minor headaches or minor pains that you get, those things can disintegrate within a matter of time through mind and focus. And like I was saying a while ago, one of the greatest attributes that we must get ourselves attached to is our imaginations. Your imagination have a very great role to play in your everyday life. You understand me? Your imagination has a very great, broad role to play in your everyday life. So if your imagination, you can't work with that, I don't know what's possible. You understand what I'm telling you? So, um, just like Joseph, the February born, there are February born that go in premonitions. You understand what I'm telling you? They have done October 1, they go in judgment. And the list goes on with all those individual attributes. You understand me? Why you join the life while when you run? You say you scared of what? Huh? Why you I see your thing pop up there and you run. Still been seeing on the live. Kezia Philip, you're Taurus. It is in between. They're always in between. If you go by it, it's always in between. I'd rather you explain to me if you're Joseph, you're Isasha, you're Dan, you're Naphtali, you're Gad, you're you understand what I'm saying to you? You are suffocating in the bed sheet. Oh my god. Oh my god. Muslim, come let me see your face. Come let me see your face. Come let me see your face. Don't be afraid. Come on, tell you if you join the live, I'll tell you something about your tribe. So if you want to join the live and you give me a month and I would explain to you what is your what which month you could get a better chemistry on. You understand me? Joseph, you are Joseph Dara, which is February. Okay, that's very good. Now, are you aware about yourself? Are you aware about Joseph Dara? Are you aware? Because I will make you aware. Joseph, I wish, Dara, you're Joseph. Let me tell you about yourself. You know, back in the days, Dara, as you're aware, I don't know if you're aware or you should be aware, that Joseph has the most blessings. Joseph was passed on the most blessings by his father. And his brothers kicked him out, sold him. You understand me? The reason why I said to you earlier on, Joseph is good in premonitions. That's what you're strong on. Your premonitions is what you're good at. You understand me? And I don't know if you're aware what is premonitions. It's a different thing to dreaming. And you are very good at premonitions. And you have the most blessings. Joseph got the most blessings from his father, which was Israel. And he got kicked out by his brothers because Joseph was very good at premonitions. He one day came and explained to his father and his brothers that he had a dream. You know, he had a dream, and he always have a dream. So his brothers used to always tell him off because Joseph always a dreamer, always vision something. Joseph always vision something. So his brothers are never like him because of his aura and attitude and whatnot. So he was always, and you got sold, bro. They end up sold Joseph to the Jews. So because I never get to the point why he got sold. One day Joseph came and he told his father.
Hello. Hey, Natsuki. Hello, Natsuki.
Roger was looking at me.
All right. So Nat, I'm a Gemini. I'm a Gemini. I'm afraid of Oji.
Oh my God, I wasn't expecting that one.
Jaja, I'm afraid
I'm
of
just coming like
Jaja.
there, guys. Look, Gasper coming like there, guys. You have Gasper right now, then like Gasper join live. I'm coming back to you, Dara. Don't you go anywhere. I'm going to continue with you, Dara. Gasper, come back.
Natsuki. Nat.
What's that?
Why are you laughing, Nat? Because I'm scared. You'll prevent me from sleeping tonight.
Coming like a whole ghost on the camera there.
Nat?
Oh my God.
I can see you, Natsuki. I can see you laughing. You see my little hole.
I come into you also. Joseph, you have the most blessings. You have the most blessings. You know? I get distracted by my ghost there. Oh my God.
I can see
I guess you
you.
have something like you scared you forget Starlight run there. Starlight, your girlfriend there? Okay, let me continue with Joseph, right? So Joseph, you are very good at premonitions. Okay?
I don't too laugh.
Wasn't
Yeah. Yes, Nat. Me, I don't trust these things on me. Huh.
Joseph, you're very good at premonitions, like I was explaining to you. And you got sold because one day Joseph decided to come and tell his father, Israel, that he had a dream in front of his brothers. So they decided, okay, what's your dream? What is your dream? You know? So he sat down and he told his father that he had a dream among all his brothers. So they asked him, what was the dream? He said to his father that, and if you could get that story. It's a real story I'm giving you guys. I'm giving a true story. He said to his father that he had a dream that one day he will be sitting in a throne and all of them will be bowing to him. And even his father will be bowing to him too. So at that point, all the brothers got upset, and even his father. So, they got rid of Joseph because Joseph talking nonsense. He dreamed he's king, and they sold him. And then he end up in Pharaoh. So Joseph ended up with Pharaoh. Why is he always in Pharaoh? Pharaoh had him he was locked up. You understand me? And the story goes by while Joseph is locked up in his cell. Pharaoh, for some reason, had two of his soldiers got locked up, I guess, for punishment. Okay? So at that time, while Joseph was in the cell, and he was accompanied by the two other guys, which is Pharaoh's boys, Joseph woke up the next morning, he had a dream. So he told the fellas that he had a dream. And he said to them that he dreamed that this one would be dead in 3 days, something like that, if I'm correct, and the other one would be released. So he told them that, and they didn't take him for nothing, and okay, whatever. They didn't believe him. So the time came, and it came to pass. The one day he was killed, and the other one got freed. So the one that got freedom, he didn't say nothing. He was there amongst Pharaoh, and Joseph remained alone. So while time passed, Pharaoh, for some reason, had a dream. Pharaoh had a dream. He woke up, he had a dream, and he said that out to his guys. So in saying that out to his guys, one of the same God that was inside the cell with Joseph, he told Pharaoh that there's a man in the cell that gave him a dream and came to pass. He explained to Pharaoh what exactly happened, what the man said. So Pharaoh kind of believed him. So Pharaoh told him to get Joseph. So Pharaoh got Joseph and brought Joseph out. Joseph sat down, and Pharaoh told him, explained to him about the dream. So when Pharaoh told him about the dream was that there were 7 calves on one side of the river and big ones, and there was 7 small ones on the other side, something like that, if I'm correct. And then they started to eat each other. Something so happened upon the dream. I'm not too but that's what happened. So Joseph now decided to translate the dream to Pharaoh. He told Pharaoh that there will be a drought, so he needed to harvest. He needed to harvest for the next 7 years, which is coming, and whatever story related. So Pharaoh took it into consideration and concealed Joseph. Once Pharaoh realized the drought is coming and it was true, whatever he said was true, Pharaoh took him, and Pharaoh took his advice, and Pharaoh did exactly what he said, and everything he said came to pass. So then now Pharaoh took Joseph and made him sat in his throne. You understand me? So they had a drought. All the other islands had no food and no water. They had no food and no water, all the other islands. There was a drought. And in the land where Israel and his brothers were, there was no food. So Joseph is now on the throne, and his brothers and them are coming to buy food in the same place where Joseph is. And the story goes on. I don't want to go too deep into it because I guess you're supposed to be familiar with it. And that's how the father now, at some point, reaching in front of Joseph and seeing that the dream came to pass because he's now reaching to a point where he had to bow to Joseph and all his brothers because Joseph is sitting on in Pharaoh's throne. You understand me? So Joseph, you got the most blessings for your father because upon his death, when he lay down on his bed, he gave you the most blessings. You understand what I'm saying to you? And you're very good at your premonitions. And you should pay very much close attention to. Don't doubt them. Serious about that. A ghost come on my shoulder a while ago. A ghost come on my shoulder a while ago. You ever see things? You ever see things? Yeah, Joseph was very good in Israel. And upon his death, he gave his 12 sons. Joseph had a son. Joseph had 2 sons, Manasseh and Ephraim, which was split into 2. So Joseph actually didn't got those blessings, but he passed the blessings on to his sons. You understand what I'm saying to you? So the Joseph, the month of February, it was cast into 2, Manasseh and Ephraim. Well, as you know, Darrell, the story, it goes on like that. Like I said to you, I am not too cited into what the Bible is saying, but the parts which relates to us and the attributes that we have is the parts that I just actually focus on. But yes, it was Joseph and Mary, but it was actually, you know the story how Mary just miraculously got pregnant and, you know, Jesus came about and so forth. You understand me? Somebody said December a while ago. December, Adelina, Adeline, are you still there? Yes, Daryl, I know that for sure. I know that for sure. It is real. It's just there in disguise. I know that for sure, for sure, for sure. It is indeed real. It is just there in disguise. Yep, yep. You still know how to do it? Aye, my story on point. I know my stories very well, bro. I got it all in my head. I could tell you about all it. Everything is in my head. My story's on point. Trust me in that. Big up to you. I believe in you just now too, though. I don't know if anybody wants to come up on the screen and get to know something about themselves. If you want to try it out, let's know what attributes or whatever astrological symbols or whatever belongs to you. We can get to that. We can get to that. Big up to the people on YouTube too. If you watch me from YouTube, big up to you guys. Yeah, December, Isasha. Okay, Adeline, I asked for you a while ago. Isasha, let me tell you, um, Isasha, one's bread shall be powerful. One's bread shall be, how I could put it for you? Fat. Through Asher, one's bread shall be fat, shall be rich. So, in a sense, those little words are powerful. In a sense, you, when it comes to business, when it comes to planning or stuff like that, if someone has to have a business, like if, for instance, I have to have a business, I would have a business right now and have a bar, okay, and I want to make it, I want to invest into it, I want it to get out, I want it to burst out, I want to make money. Asha is a very good person to put there. You understand me? Because you have that influence. You have that kind of influence. So Asha is a very much reliable person that I would choose to put in my business. Chanel, June. June, which is padam, padam, padam. You are Levi. You are Levi. Yeah, June, you are Levi. You are very good with your words. I guess you should, anything you do, you put into, they are blessed. You'll have your blessings for your voice. Okay? You'll have your blessings, you have blessings for your voice. You all got your blessings for your voice. So anything to do with your voice, you'll be very good at it. Understand me? Which means if you have to be in a rural, if you have to be, you'll beat someone to it. Your tongue is very, very much competitive. So anything to do with your voice, you have a better chance of winning than the others because you're blessed with your voice. So that if you have to take singing serious, you may be a little better than the others. If you were to give somebody mepwe, you'll be better than the others. If you were to be in a quarrel or anything like debate or like, because you are blessed with your voice. You understand me? You understand me? Yes, Asha is blessed with lots of riches um by yeah, that's what the other blessings for because they have influence. They have that kind of influence upon the others. So they will be able to, you know, they have that vibe. They could get a vibe going. They could get a vibe going. You understand me? So Shana, Doc City, this is where you got your blessings. June. So if you're June born, I don't think somebody want to pick a row with you on your tongue. The tongue might be very. That's what I'm telling you. Miranda Lewis, you're November. November, you're God. Ha! November, God. Okay, now let me tell you, very tricky about you. God, you're very good at awareness. That is what you're good at. You're very good at awareness. Though your awareness, you don't pay attention to it. Okay? God are very filled with awareness, which means it is not very easy to plot on a God without them being aware. They will be aware and play in your mind. Now, God moves on the side a lot, which means that's why they have the crab as the omen that is attached to them. Because the crab, it represents the God. And the God always moves on the crab moves on a side, always moves on a side. Now it is not easy to be tamed, which means my girl Miranda, I know for a fact you may be giving that guy a very tough time because it is not very easy to put a leech on you, which means it's a bad thing, but to get God stable, it is not a very easy task. God, very secretive as well, very secretive, and your awareness are very great. But sometimes you must try to not be always moving on the side. Try to walk forward. Then again, God is likely to bite you, just as a crab. You'll have a crab in a drum for 10 years and feed it. But it's always on God. He don't trust nothing. So in a sense, God is a very suspicious person. They are suspicious at everything. They pay attention to everything. They watch everything. They get awareness to everything. They always alert. You understand me? Um, Give me the month. I don't like using the. I like going to the astrology. I will go for that another time. Okay. You know what I'm gonna do? Okay. Hold on. Yes, Miranda. I know what I'm saying. So, um, if you want again, you give me back, and I will give you a few tips, a few added tips to your and Anybody else? Guys, don't be afraid to come on the screen, you know. Trust me, don't be afraid to come on the screen, you know. Anything I'm going to tell you, the feedback will always be, that is true. You are correct. I'm telling you that much. Observant. Miranda, let me get back to you again. Miranda, my advice to you, Miranda, I'll give you advice. It is for number 3 for you. You have to use caution. Use caution in discussion of your change. Okay. So Miranda, use caution. Use caution in discussion of any changes that you have to do. Miranda Lewis. Okay. Any changes that you're about to do, quit that. Quit that. So it's gonna prosper for you with what I just said to you. Trust me, man. Okay. Okay. Mazun, about you. What are you again, Mazun? I'm going to give you the direct shit. Serious, yeah. Okay, Starlight. I'll give you advice, Starlight. I'll give you advice, Starlight, okay? You take it from me. Okay? I'll give you advice. I'm coming for you. I'm coming for you. You must stop making hasty decisions, Starlight. You stop that. Stop making hasty decisions, Starlight. Okay? You must stop that. That's one of your problems. That's one of your biggest downfalls, Starlight. You make some hasty decisions. You understand me? You need to stop that. Okay. Mazun, Junjani. I was explaining a while ago, and which now explains to me, Mazun, if you were listening a while ago when I was explaining, I don't know if I was explaining to the lady a while ago, which she said she was from June, and I said from Bible, you got your blessings, you got your blessings through your voice. And I said to her a while ago, if you'll go back to the thing, I was explaining to her that anything she does with her voice, she'll beat somebody to it. If she sing, if she in Roro, if she use anything she does with her voice, she'll beat somebody to it, because that's where you have your blessings for your voice. You know what I'm saying to you? But You are when it comes to financial and very important matters. Somebody could count on you on that. Important and financial matters, you're good at taking care of that for sure, Muslim. Okay, this is one thing that comes for you. You understand me? It is very good. Now, Chanel Paul. I could tell you something though. I could tell you a lot, Chanel. I could tell you a lot. I don't know if you want me to be straight up with you. You want me to be straight up with you? Because you know I have that thing, no filter. I ain't gonna hold back. So Chanel Paul, I'm gonna tell you something about you if you want. I don't know if you want me to be bold about it. And if I'm wrong, you're gonna tell me if I'm wrong. Okay, Starlight. Big up to you. Yeah, you see, it would have been better if you came on the screen and you came there. I could have better take my time and individually maybe give you some nice information that you know maybe you see that's the thing. The comments kind of going up and thing, and then everybody wants to brush and the comments and it's like so. I don't know why you're afraid of the screen. I don't know what you're afraid of. It will be better for me. It's a better focus for me if I have you on the screen. But I could take my time though. Yes, Starlight, I just want to see you. um, I want to go back to Chanel. Chanel, I want to go back to you. Chanel, can you join? Are you afraid to come on the camera? Or you rather me come? If you rather me do it for you right now, there, like that. Chanel, let me tell you your problem. Chanel Paul. First to begin with, Chanel, let me tell you what. First to begin with, let me tell you what is your downfall. Your biggest downfall, Chanel. You allow you allow yourself to be captivated by your reason, which is talking. I'm saying to you, don't say it in a bad way. You need to stop confiding into trusting people and confiding people, confiding into people because it never seems to work out. Okay? Keep your business to yourself. You always seem to be going from that friend to that friend, from that friend to that friend, and trusting from that friend to that friend. You trust in friends very easily. You trust in friends so easy. From that one to that one, and from that one to that one, you just trust in friends, and then everyone that you get to trust, you're starting to go back to the zero, to go back to telling them your business, and then your plans, and then they always get you fucked. They always fuck you up. They always deceive you. They always just remember you were sold. Always remember that. So it never worked out for you and your brethren. So I see a little trouble with you. Always in a little trouble with you. Always in a little trouble. Be careful. That they say and he say and she say. Be careful, yeah? That's your weakness, is your tongue. Always remember the wolves in sheep clothing, Chanel. They come around you, then every time you trust them, and then you tell them your business. They're your friend. You always take them as your close friend. You always you're too good for you're too good for your own good. So I'm saying to you, Chanel, you're too good for your own good. You always that friend, that friend, that friend. Not one enemy. Chanel, the weakest part on your body is your chest. The weakest part on your body is your chest. I'm telling you, the weakest part of your body is your chest. Don't trust people. I'm telling you that. You can tell me what you want. I'm telling you that much. Joseph's weakness is the tongue. Don't trust nobody. Trust your premonitions. Take more note into your premonitions. Your strength is where, let me tell you what you're bad in. You're good in your premonitions. Take very good note into your premonitions. Joseph, they like to confide into people a lot. Joseph like to confide into people. Before any little thing, they like to confide into people. Joseph like to confide. They trust people fast. That's Joseph's problem. They trust people fast. It's something to you. And which leads down to a line with them will end up they have the problem. They stray away from the friends. I'm telling you. Joseph's weakness. I'm telling you. Now, when Joseph is upset, Joseph has the most to say with their mouth. Joseph has the worst to say with their mouth, the baddest things to say with their mouth. Things that they never mean, they will say it. You see what I'm saying to you? I'm not lying on Joseph. I'm not lying on Joseph. Daryl, are you Joseph? It's the typical Joseph. No, Mazuna, I have not done it yet. Joseph on a whole. I'm telling you that much. Don't get Joseph vexed. Joseph going to come out with everything they have inside their mouth. Daryl, I have already been through anger management problems. I know about that, and now I'm saying to you, okay, Chanel, you cannot deny what I'm saying, you know. That's true, your mouth slack, but that's what exactly what I'm explaining to you. You are young, in the future coming to you. Take my words very serious. One day you will sit down there and you remember what I said to you on that live today, now, at that time. That man had said that to me. I go and confide in that friend and tell her my business, and then she fucked me up by me telling her my business. I'm telling you that much. That is where you have your weakness. That's the same way as your tongue. Telling you. Starlight, was I wrong about you? You make very much hasty decisions. I'm telling you that much. Very much hasty decisions. So Chanel Paul, in the future coming, when you're about to by a bed, don't tell your friend that, because that's your habit. Because that friend may end up buying that bed before you. I'm telling you that much. If you're about to go and buy a laptop tomorrow, buy it first and then show it after. Don't save and then show it after. Tell me. So sometimes it never happens. Because most times that weakens you. Oh, guys, let's smoke a cigarette. You know, maybe you guys should prepare yourself one day so that when I come on my stream, you could come on the camera and I could give you a total rundown or everything about you. Or what you could do, if you're really interested to know more about yourself, you could also link me. You could WhatsApp me privately or message me privately, and I could also fill you in with a lot. Okay, Salah, I'm waiting for you. If you come on the camera, I'll give you the days. I'll give you more information. But up on the comments, it kind of drains me. It's like again, I kind of because I want to satisfy you with the information. You understand me? So if you come on the camera, it'll be about you. But if you're in the comments, it'll be about everybody else. You see? But if you join the live, it'll be about you. That's just the difference. So you understand me? So when you comment and you ask to tell me, your man, I may give you information sometimes I may not because sometimes I get confused by everybody wants to. So I want to try and please everybody and it confuses me. But the person who comes on the camera gets me more. So then now I could work with you. Then now I have you in the camera. Then now I could pay attention to you now and I could focus on you. So I'm saying to you. Yes, guys, the hair thing not important. I don't know why I should be shy about your hairstyle and stuff like that. You're supposed to be learning how to be down to earth, okay? Whichever man that wants you out there, he's supposed to see you all in the worst form. You understand me? It is better that a man see you out there for who you really is. You understand what I'm telling you? So, okay, I'm waiting for Starlight to come on the camera there. So, like I said, guys, if you guys really want to know more, I could have a more time with you if you come on the camera or if you want to message me and I get information and then you'll tell me if you're satisfied. You know what I mean? Don't become a shy. I got all the information that you guys seeking for. If you're into planting, if you want to know the right times to plant trees, and whatever it is, what the right time for anything. You know something? And if you're not satisfied, you will tell me. You're not making sense.
Budgie.
Hold on. Hold on, let me put my mic right.
Myself. I not seen you, Mazuni. I don't know, and I took it, that put me on pause.
Hello?
You're welcome.
Okay, one at a time. What's it? Okay. Alright. You hear me now?
Yeah, I hear you.
Oh, okay. Oh, that's what we have it for you now. That's what we have it for you. I know a very important thing. You know a very important thing.
Hmm.
A very important thing in life, even as we're making trend now, it is always good to try to remember or record when you were born, as into if in the daytime or the nighttime, because that's what makes it apart. Sometimes you see somebody um, same month with you, same day with you, and then you're finding some difference with them. You understand? I see two Muslims. Okay.
Because mine got disconnected.
Okay. You get it? So it's important sometimes to know if you're born, because you get sometimes you see that person have same birthday if you and things so, but they have some difference about the
But
two of
it's
you
two
all.
different personalities.
Now, what that cause that is what that really does cause that. Yes, it's two different personalities, but what causing the two different personalities is because sometimes that person you born under the moon and the other person born under the sun.
To tell you that, yeah.
So you all now have a difference apart. Because one born under the sun, one born under the moon, but you all have the same birthday, and that what makes you all
Because
difference.
people that was born same time with
Same
you,
time and the difference,
not the same.
they're
There's
not the same.
total
Because
difference.
that's what difference, that's what astrology, that's what makes you know what. Even the example, the next example to that, you're meeting, sometimes you meet somebody that born the same time with you now. Okay, the person born in the night with you, both of you are born in the night, but yet still have that little difference about you all. Knowledge is power. What causes that? If you all, what I'm saying to you all, when you're done, you could research that. Every time the moon phase comes, there's an astrological symbol which is attached to that moon. It is there in Taurus, either in waxing moon, Taurus, waxing moon, Libra, waxing moon, Aries, waxing moon. You understand me? Now, sometimes both of you all individuals born the same night, but why the difference is because that one was born under the waxing moon Aries, and that one was born under the waxing moon Libra. So that making them different. So that is why you're getting the little difference. Now, this is where you're getting to know yourself, because you understand me. So this is the thing that making you starting to be aware of your personalities and the effects, and why at certain nights you'll be up, why certain nights you'll be wanting to sleep, why certain particular times that you'll find that, because those certain times have an effect on you. The time you were born have a lot of effect on you. You understand me? Like the time, you see the exact time you were born, it will have an effect on your life. So let's say you were born at 2 o'clock in the morning. At 2 o'clock in the morning, certain times in your life you'll realize that at that time you just been up, or you'll wake up. You'll just be up. Now you'll not know at that, because at that knowledge I just shared you that with you. So as an average person, you never wonder, you never realizing, but why at that time I'm always up? Why? And then you never wonder, and you never going back to figure out those information, because those information is vital. That time you were born, because example, we have Leila there, and I'm using Leila as example, and I'm showing my wife that Leila is born up that time, and at that time, every time she should be up. That's the time she'll get up and she'll give. And I tell them, guys, because Layla, if you backtrack, Layla was born on that time at that time. So you'll always get that effect on them. You understand me?
Mm-hmm.
So yes, even on the mothers as well. The time they was going through that labor, that same time too will have an effect on them in their lives. You understand me?
Yeah.
You see, yeah, that's what happens. So let's go with Starlight now. So Starlight, they have days, they have certain things that you supposed to pick up because here how it goes. The universe working in the universe. Every individual is attached to an astrological symbol in the sky that is attached to the moon. So when that's if you are Libra, you have 7 days in a week. The moon phases goes. Every time they just have a different astrological symbol attached to that moon. So you have to bear in mind on that day, what day my astrological symbol Libra is falling under that moon. You understand me? They have two sides of the moon, waxing moon and waning moon, a bad side of the moon and a good side of the moon, when to grow things and when to take out things, when to bring things in your life and when to take out things in your life. You understand me? So as you, it will tell you, you have to assume no risky deals of any kind, number one. Now, let me just give you a little rundown about your website.
Et mwen ka toujou fè sa.
Oh, you're always doing it, right? Okay. Let me just I not go back to that later. Let me go back to that this one. So you are very different to the man. You see the man, the male who's born under that sign, you are opposite to them. You are very different to that individual. Okay? You are retiring, you're gentle, you're anxious, you're kind, you're merciful, and having strong intuitions. You have very strong intuitions. Okay? She's most devoted to her friends and family and relatives, is extremely sensitive to inharmonious surroundings and does not like to be dominated by those who demand reasons for anything. Am I saying anything correctly there to watch?
Yeah, everything you say so far is correct.
All right.
Beating the head on the head.
All right. Dominated by, okay, you remember. Reasons for everything. You get easily confused and confounded by the arguments. You get easily confused and confounded by the arguments of others and often seems more unreasonable and inconsistent. Now, which means, let me explain to you what I just said about you there. I'll give you the truth about you there. Let me give it to you. So it said, reasons for everything, easily confused and confounded by the arguments of others, and often seems the arguments of others, which means you see you're always on Facebook and you're always in a room.
Hello, Tara.
You're always in that drama thing and Facebook in comments you, and you understand me? And then your way it explains you, your way of coming out, it's always raw to make somebody uncomfortable. You
and oh my goodness, that is so true. Even recently, yes. The road.
All right, that's what it's just saying there. Okay, your intuitions, you
with Ukrainian troops now the offensive.
You are fond of amusements, social gaiety, and very popular.
Weeks. One area for Ukraine.
And also with the opposite sex. So you're a very popular person, and also the opposite sex, you are very known. So a lot of guys know you, you're very well known.
Just 8 miles from the Russian border in the hockey region, this video.
You have a very artistic taste, which means you are very picky at your men. You're very picky at the men you want to choose. You're picky, my girl.
Meantime, Russia said
okay?
Surrendered.
If I say anything wrong about you, tell me.
No, you're on point. When you're wrong, I'll tell you.
Okay. An excellent teacher. You can be a very excellent teacher too. Because you're good with your way of trying to say, like last night you tried to come and give me the little teaching vibes. You see? Okay. Okay, like music and stuff, original, a couple of things. She disliked. Okay, what you don't like now
down on the set.
is hard work,
That's here.
dirty stuff, or routine work. You don't like to do things that in repeated things. You don't like to do things, you know, every time the same thing all over and
Like
over.
my fucking job. I get bored.
Okay.
Yeah, you. What am I? What am I?
Okay. When you get a guy, you usually get a good guy. Okay, despite how you picky, but when you get a guy, you usually get a good one, and you know you kind of hold on to them despite the tribulation they'll go through. You have that connection with them through. So if you have a guy and he's in a tribulation or whatever matter he's in, if he's in trouble, you have that vibe. You will still connect with them. You will still have that flow with them. So I guess you must have a guy in your life that maybe he's in trouble somewhere, and then you still maybe this. You know, this connect. Say I'm wrong. Say I'm wrong.
Russia's border is now just 9 miles away.
Okay. You will live to a good age.
Just when
You will live to a good age, but Starlight, there's a possibility you'll be a wealthy widow. Okay?
Wow, the fuck.
Yeah.
Can't
So
wait.
in life, you will remember that stream today, I guess. If I'm wrong, you know. Okay, so let me just give you a fast run of the thing, then I'm coming to Mazun now.
Okay.
just try.
Okay, so your daily duties, I'm giving you the daily stuff.
And this is where heart keeps defense.
Can I go and
Okay.
sleep?
Your daily stuff. Okay,
You see that
promises.
Huh? You see that?
Avoid.
You have a separate place where you can watch the comments. Huh? You have a separate option to watch the comments. What option? The chat? Chat at the bottom.
Yeah.
At the bottom of the chat. Click on it and you will see private and another option. So click on the other one.
It's a constant. Even
Yeah, you consider options.
Yeah, nah.
So your daily guide. Okay? So on a daily basis, don't make no promises for now to anybody. So try and avoid making any promises to anybody right now because that's gonna come back.
Right, but when you on the comment, you not seen Natsuki. Well, no, I not seen you, Allah.
Sorry, I see no camera. Oh, I see that back.
No, when you're in the comment, you're not seeing anything. You just seen the comments and you have to go back.
Oh.
Okay, Nat, no promises to anybody for now. Why?
Okay. So your daily things, don't make no any promises to anybody for the time. You know, avoid your making your hasty decisions. I think a very good thing for you, you could try doing new stuff, like new travel, business stuff, new deals. Try doing that will venture you. Try doing new stuff, new deals. That's your daily guide.
I'm doing something new now.
Yes, try doing new stuff. That same old thing you have just going on with you there.
Yeah.
For you. So if you want to see a new thing, that's your daily guide there for the time. Yeah? So on Sunday,
I have an exam on Sunday. What's the about Sunday there?
Sunday, don't get distracted.
I have an exam on Sunday.
Don't get distracted, okay? I don't know. Listen if I'm wrong. Don't get distracted on Sunday. Okay.
CNN. Military analyst and general, co-author of Hunting Recovery.
Okay, so a good thing for you, try to look for, if you get superiors, don't be afraid to ask them for that how you call it, that success you're going for, whatever you will get, because you are very good in judgment. Now your judgment will lead you to, nobody have to tell you who's the right person. That's one thing about that goes for you. You are somebody. Let me tell you about you.
Ukraine has every right to try and regain.
They'll have 6 people. Tell me if I'm wrong. They have 6 people. If you walk into there right now, they have 6 people sitting there. And out of the blue, just so out of the blue, you just not talk to that person in that corner there. Just so, but it's not just so. It is something that you would sense. A vibe you would sense about that person, and in the future, it will relate to your friends. Would therefore see that it will relate to the beginning of why out of the blue. You understand me? So that's that side of you there. you have to now empower it on meeting the right person, because you're judgmental. Use it properly. It will judge you that man will help me. Don't go against it. Don't get distracted, and go for it, because the opportunity is coming. It'll pass by you. You gotta grasp it.
So
me?
we must be careful of that.
Okay, so let me go to you.
Recommend anything from your friend at this point would be to
Sunday.
gain strength, gain offensive weaponry such as
and it's also telling you again Sunday
and
to make sure you relax.
Yes, I'll be drinking rum on Sunday.
Make sure you relax. Okay?
And overreach and end up being offensively.
Do not speculate or do not assume risks.
You know, take the Crimea.
Like I said, do not promises.
So
and try to not to get influenced by anybody around you. Sunday again, I look at there again, it's telling me again. Sunday again, it's saying to relax and to read. Okay?
I have to read it because
I'm telling you, look, it's there again. Sunday, it's telling you to relax and to read again. Okay? And do not deal with the opposite sex on Sunday. So don't fuck on Sunday. Stay away from sex Sunday. If you sex on Sunday, you'll be defiled. So if you want to see what I just tell you, the truth about it, test it. Have sex on Sunday and let's see what works out for you.
So is it not to have sex every Sunday or just Sunday that
No, that Sunday I come in there. Sunday. That's Sunday.
I've been celebrating for the past.
What I'm telling you there is not a generalized thing. I'm telling you what happening for you there now, upon now. The information I'm giving you, something. So, okay, the last thing is
the early stages of this conflict, in my opinion. So,
any business that you are about to do for the rest of the week, better to do it early in the morning. Don't get up, don't go and do it late. Anything you're going to do it, get up early in the morning and go and do it and get it over with.
Okay.
You understand me? Yeah. So that is what goes for you. And okay, that's let me just see if I can get you. Okay, for now.
Wasn't waiting patiently there. Wasn't not saying a word.
All right. You ready? Huh?
Wasn't waiting.
Yeah. So the information I giving you there, guys. So Mason, I'm coming to now. I finish it before outside. The information I give you there, it's up to you to take note of it, because I'm not giving you something like a general thing. I'm giving you that's for you. That's not for everybody else. That's just for you alone. What I'm giving you is for you alone. As you can see, it's for you alone. Okay? It's for you alone. So I'm giving it to you for you alone. That's no question that no lies. Mazun.
It's like some outside country.
Movita, yes.
Let's go for you.
Be satisfied with what you have. I don't think Ukrainians will ever be satisfied that the Russians have taken the territory.
Tell me you now.
They will want to move.
Yeah.
Gain back their territory. Militarily or diplomatically, but they'll want to get back.
Right. Okay, you got water.
You have my dates or you don't need my date, just my.
I don't need nothing from you. I could see right now.
You can tell me my date, not woman. You can tell me that day.
No.
Oh.
Another psychic. Another psychic.
You can see, I think he's everything.
No. Another psychic. I will kill it for whatever I get. Whatever I get, I will kill it. So let's go.
Thank you very much. Yes, I'm at the hospital.
Okay, so before I give you the routine, okay, so let's go now. So what I'm getting for you now is you're naturally homemaker. Everything that is artistic and beautiful at home, that's what you like to do. You know, you like being at home. You know, you like doing that kind of stuff. You like to do, everything that is beautiful. Everybody, you like a lot of nice things. So let's go. You're very affectionate and thoughtful for the comfort of others. That's what I'm getting there. You're very, look at the mirror back for you. You are thoughtful. You You're very affectionate and thoughtful for the comfort of others.
That's
Okay, you're like that kind of vibe. That's the same. Okay,
I care about people a lot. I
more
just
than yourself.
behind. Mm-hmm.
You're more than yourself. You put yourself behind,
Yeah.
and you into people. It's like you will study yourself. Like so, you there. Two of your friends. All three of you got a cut, but you want to patch them before you want to patch your own.
Yes, it's true. Not leave me alone. But,
I letting you there. Okay, let's go. Okay, so you like to be doing several things at the same time when you're there by yourself. When you're by yourself, you like to be doing endless things at the same time.
yeah, it's true. Multitask. I doing a lot of.
Yes, you like to do that. You up and down, panel or rest in place.
Why, everybody?
I'm trying to go. That's one. That's one.
Will have its work cut out for it. One, of course, is the fact that prices are very high.
You have to take a pull on my name, Jesus.
Yeah. Okay, let's go.
Costs are high.
And
And then the other major
let's go.
consumption may slow down. Consumers may eventually decide, hey.
Look, Star says she loved this live because they told you about yourself.
Okay, so now your problem. You're too generous for your own good. Okay, that's one of your biggest problem. It is telling me that you see a generosity thing that does get you into a lot of things because you're too generous for your own good. Explaining yesterday your generosity for it get you into chaos, and it's your generosity that was just simply because of generosity. Despite of the feud, your generosity got you back.
And imagine that girl now wasn't my friend. We had beef, and then she came to me, and I just, it's true. That's facts.
Now you need to have a little more patience. You just you get impatient very quickly.
Okay?
You need
to
for me. you need to patience yourself.
I do not like waiting. It does.
Exactly. That's how you too relax. All right. Sometimes it gets you.
I don't know how I.
All right.
So what's going to happen? It's going to eat budgets. They're going to have to spend more on gas, less on everything else.
Okay, so
Darrell, you know me too. Darrell, that's fact.
It is also saying I'm also getting about you that you are, like I said to your voice, that you can make a very good teacher and you can do almost anything. And you can do almost anything in anything in charity and minority lines. Like anything you make up your mind to do, you will do it.
It's true.
You understand me? You are very active and inclined to worry too much. Okay? You worry too much for the time. So that's what's going on with you now. I'm seeing you worry a lot. Okay? And what it's saying is sometimes you even you keeping yourself, like let's say you're about to fall asleep, you want to fight that sleep just to worry. To have yourself be there worrying. I mean, like, go and sleep. Stop worrying, everything's gonna be okay. You understand me? So like whenever you get into a worrisome situation, you be at night, you ain't gonna go and sleep, you want to be there worrying. Everything's gonna be okay. Yes, you get to know everything is gonna be okay, you still are worrying. Relax.
Worrying about people's problem.
Yes, like worry. Once you get into worrying,
people's problem, and they talk to me.
Yeah, once you're into worry, anything you worry about,
I doesn't worry about my problems.
You have that pending in your mind. Okay, so guess what? Let me get to that next part right now. You see jealous, you get jealous very fast. Okay, you have that little jealousy thing in you that is get you very very quickly. It just hit you, and you're good at sometimes trying to put a mass at it. You understand what I'm telling you? So sometimes you'll be around.
The former US president is urging his candidate to meet Dr. Oz.
There are things that maybe get to you. but you'll not make it come out to you physically. You see what I'm saying to you? You have certain little things. Okay, let's go. That thing changed on me. That's what I'm tell you again.
Like a fire that's growing. I feel kinder when nature is so kind to me.
Okay, nice. Your imagination is very powerful. And that's, like I was explaining earlier on, when somebody have a very broad imagination, is very vital. You have a very broad imagination, okay? And a very powerful one.
That is true.
And you're very quick to grasp the thoughts and the schemes of others, okay? You're quick to grasp the thoughts and schemes of others. So this basically like earlier on what I was saying. The problems, any single thing, any little problem. Like, find a problem, you're quick to grab it for yourself. If I get the problem out there, that's what it's saying there. You're quick to grasp it. That's it. So, okay, you're a very honest person. It's saying honesty, you're a very honest person with a virtue, which means you're very honest about. So it's like, if you have to say something to somebody, you will say to them, you'll be honest about it. You know? So you say you're a very honest person. So if somebody is hey, I don't want to know about you, they could hey that you're a very honest person. They could. So if you are explaining something to somebody, they should put some consideration into it because you are speaking the truth.
Like I would say it as it is, I wouldn't hide what I have.
Yes, you are very honest. Okay? Now, let me see. You're liable to get into the extremes when you are angered. When you're tampered with, you are liable to do the worst that could possibly imagine. You're liable to go to extremes, which is why God, at the beginning of time, cast you and Simeon and Levi. God cast them to never be together in unity, because we together when they are friends. Simeon and Levi. Levi is you, and Simeon is me. May and June bonds. The moment they are together, if they have to make a plot, their plot would be the most wickedest plot of all. So in the beginning of time, if you go and read in Genesis 49, God in the Bible tells you that he cast away the unity of Simeon and Levi because you're wrath, you're like slung, you're like do a lot of things with your plots. So you're liable to, right now, because of the curse that God placed upon your unity, Simeon, which is a Mayborn, and you, once you all are starting to become friends, you're liable to always become depart. Because God had that separation for you all. To not to try to never have you all in perfect harmony because it is trouble. You understand telling you? So the worst friend for you to ever end up in life having as a tag is a Simeon.
Oh.
God condone what that. Because Lideu and Simeon,
they lead a bully.
But okay. Okay. So you are very good at adapting yourself to any condition. You understand me? So anything life, any condition life would bring to your table, you would be very good at adapting to it.
And we like the spotlight.
Yes,
too.
whatever yes. You're very good at that. Okay? Okay, you just overwork yourself mentally. So you need to try to work on that. You just overwork yourself mentally a lot. You indulge yourself in a lot of mind mentally. So it's like mentally you overwork yourself. After you multitasking, how much you're on Facebook, you there, you in comments, you know, it's like the mind working right through. You're an active person.
It's true.
Yeah, so you overworking your mind. Okay.
We can see the path ahead. We can see victory ahead. And it's all because of
Keep away from anxiety. Try to avoid yourself from any anxiety.
Darrell, who's Darrell? Darrell, she said she the emotional one makes me sick.
Was he? Ah, I thought about, was he talking about Adam and Eve and thing?
So in order to have that in a process like this,
Anyways, don't focus on them, bro. I won't finish, bro. Okay, so like I said to you, free yourself from anxiety, worriness, and nervousness, and get plenty of sleep. You need to try to get plenty of sleep. Try to get rest more often. Okay? You're lacking in that.
It's true.
Yes, which is what's happening to you right now there. Like your body lacking into.
No, that's allergies I have.
Well, it could be all that contributing to that. Once your body is lacking into energy, you know, your any natural illness will come on you. You know, so if you have allergies, if you have this or whatever it is, once you're not getting enough rest, your body will become vulnerable to any one of those attacks. You understand what I'm saying to you?
Okay.
Yeah, you get vulnerable. That's like if you see you're sleeping properly and you stay out late, you get liable to get sick. If you stay out late and you get a little dew, you're liable to get in. Now, sometimes you see you stay out late and you get sick because you rest properly, your body good to go, you know, so you could sustain. So you will get help. The people that you could help get that were good for you, you'll find helpful from devoted is in Virgo and Aries bonds. That's people that liable if they have to help you. That's maybe those that may.
What?
Virgo and Aries.
My daughter is an Aries.
That's people that are liable to help. That's whoever that's in your life, that's not man who liable. That's people that will help you. That's what it's saying. So I don't know who's the Virgo. I don't know who's the Virgo. Eventually, maybe life will come. Remember, you may meet a Virgo. Okay, so you heard that? Yes, yes, but your natural finds ones will be fine. You will get so your natural find ones, your natural find ones will be best in Libra and Aquarius.
My natural find ones?
That's what it's telling me. Your natural find ones will be best in Libra and Aquarius, or of your own sign.
I'm a first-time home buyer and I'm using realtor.com.
So if you want to use the best things that go for you, that will work for you, will be gems, berry, aquamarine, and color red, white, and blue. Red, white, and blue, those kind of colors will be good for you.
I love yellow. I don't.
That's colors that could, red, white, and blue. I don't know. That's colors that could maybe, colors I was saying earlier on, colors, and maybe next time I come back on the colors that have an effect on our everyday life. You know what I mean? So.
Chanel say America good for you.
Okay.
Girl, I think if I was St. Lucia, I'd die already. You say, God, you think it's joke? Already come and take people at their home. You think it's joke? Not true. It's true. I'm not lying to tell you that. Already tell somebody, meet me there, and I meet them too, and we fight, and maybe. That's true. I
So
will
you
be
see,
time.
those are the stuff, you know, and more. So when I get to know those little things, you see, like maybe when now you're in a different environment, or if you're in a job now, and let's say you come back and ask me them things, I give you a different vibe. That's how to tell you different. You see, once it changes, if you, I give you a different vibe about you one time. So
skip the rinse with finish.
So your daily guide for the time for the week there.
Okay, straight. What? You did your shells. You want the show? No.
Bring your eyes into the spotlight.
You have to be cautious too. Don't make no deals or any changes.
What you said, Max?
And be cautious. Don't make no deals or any changes for the time. Okay. Okay. Oh, Okay, if you seek interviews, opportunities for employment.
We've got accessories for the everyday and ones that go much further.
And Sunday, I'd come in there, don't do any hasty conclusions.
I can have sex.
Yeah, I don't see nothing possible to sex.
Just for you.
I just asking you. I doesn't
No,
have.
like any conclusions you get to, don't be hasty about it.
You buy more, you save more. Start shopping at Verizon.com/products.
That's what I get. Yeah, no, I get.
What about my attitude, Nat?
Huh?
My attitude.
Your attitude. You're good with your tongue, your voice. You know, let me tell you what happened. And that's where all them things goes back when I started to talk about you knowing yourself, and those are the little things that knowledge brings you to change, become a better person, because you knowing actually now what can help you. You know, it's become natural stuff, natural little stuff. But for now, there I can't get nothing from you for you.
Do I trust people?
Ah, you?
Huh? You're not getting it?
So that's it.
Chanel, I have to view your profile. You look Chanel say for the whole attitude away. I just tell that by La Placide. I
Thanks,
can
Darrell. Big up, Darrell, man. Thank you.
Darrell
I'm
should be
trying.
on that live. Darrell come for them to tell you what that's in your front face. Darrell,
Yeah,
join
they're
the
kind of
live.
scared.
Don't be scared. I think Natiki need to read for you.
I'm betting there's nobody that could make come there and tell me that I'm wrong. I'm betting I could bet my body. I'm telling you. They ain't gonna tell me I'm wrong. I'm being real. I'm very good. I'm very good at what I do, If someone have to anything, plant different colors, ideas, to change.
You did not tell me if I will live long.
Huh? You didn't tell me that. Huh? I didn't say
Oh.
that for you. You didn't tell me that. You didn't tell me that. Someone was in a wife. Let me see. What's that going? What's that going?
She say, why must you have a...
That's what she.
Yes, I'm going on babe. I have to one babe just now.
Guys, I'm kind of getting drained too. Honestly, I kind of getting drained and that's getting sucking my energy out of me. That's sucking me out. Tomorrow we're gonna have better.
You don't tell me if I'll be rich, or if I stay poor.
But then tomorrow we'll come back.
Oh.
It'll be better. And I better, I'm more relaxed and I'm more, I could tell you a lot. I could tell you a lot of things here after me, that's true. I'm telling you. Yeah. I think a lot of people has come to me, A lot of people have come to me.
Join the live. Don't be scared. Tie your head if you not come. You never see me on a live like that. I would have to put my makeup on my thing. And now I don't even give a rap.
It's a new vibe, guys. You know what I'm saying? That's just how it is. So there's nothing. Next time was when I go to. Speaking of.
Who is Darrell? Darrell International. Who is speaking to? That's my brother behind the account. I'm confused. I'm lost. A while ago, you said something, and that's something my brother would say. Look, I just call my brother International. Remember this International.
That's something your brother is.
Yeah, he came up before me. And when I came up, he said, okay, now I'm international because I come up here. and I was in England, and like, oh, the live. Okay.
Yeah, it's live where we're seeing. Where business that? No, knowledge, you have to pass on knowledge. You got to give it every time, you have to pass it on. So now people can be aware. You got to pass it on.
How
Definitely pass it on.
powerful you are.
Got to pass it on. I'm telling you. If my sister and I,
You said you would give us a tour around the
yeah, I actually, honestly, actually took a video of it with me speaking. I took the talk for you all. I did everything, but I'll play tomorrow. It's
I
affecting.
don't think you should play it or not. You
Yeah,
should.
it's kind of getting me because I
Don't you
contemplate.
think, like, there are things you should just keep to yourself.
I know what I listen to me. I know exactly what I'm doing. Don't worry, I'm not stupid. I know exactly what I'm doing. I know exactly what I could say, what I should not say. You understand me? There's nothing that could contradict me. I've been in this not for now. You understand me? So I'm just having an educational subject that is not you're not going to find in school. They have if you have to bring you and your children now and start to educate you about how the normal on a daily basis people sending their children to school. They have people that will come and tell me that's true, that's true. And I reach to that part and impact. You have to come and tell me that's true, and that's I'm telling you a lot of stuff. I'm just getting started. I'm just getting started. You're always telling me that's true. That's so true. I'm telling you.
Look, Aliyah said she sent you all, but he wants you to join the live. He can tell you more when you're on the live, Aliyah.
Let's start like justice for that no sex thingy. No sex on Sunday. You see her there? She had a mind. She programmed already.
So
I
she
come
should
on.
have sex on the Saturday night.
I hit on the nail there. Tonight I'm betting you a start like there. When we end that live, before she goes to sleep, she have to be thinking of me. It's like
So I'm not sleeping tonight. Eh?
yeah, I want her to come and check me. For me to take a video of her on the board. I want to take like a video of her using it, and so she will tell you how she feel, how it experience, and you know what I mean? Anybody who wants an experience, I'm willing to send them to me. I give them a nice little experience, and they come back and tell you if it's what happened. If you are suffering from any heart failure, they come.
Mm.
But
Once I saw
I,
her, how you call these people that read in your palm? She told me, oh, there are people fighting me. There are people fighting me down and stuff. And she wanted me to pay $300 to clear all that shit. I run
you know,
so
they have some of them. I'm not lying. They have some people out there because in everything you get people that come and scam you. So in everything you get people that will come and scam you. Now there are people that will know. There are people that honestly that have the knowledge, and to them, just like I would not be against them if that has so much knowledge and they're making money off it too, because that's information you're not getting nowhere. So there are some people they get greedy. They have the information, they know it, and they want to make money off it. So they do that. So they have a lot of them. You will meet them not because they ask you for that amount of money. That means they don't know what they're doing. You understand me? But when you really come down to think of it, that kind of work is expensive because everything requires sacrifice. Everything requires a sacrifice, and people just don't understand that. Everything requires a sacrifice. Once you start to indulge, it requires a sacrifice. Now, people are going to say, oh my God, and sit back like sacrifice. No, it doesn't mean.
and the lady told me I'm in a relationship where I'm not the only one in the relationship with the guy. And it was true.
Yes, I'm telling you, they have a lot of them out there. People who think they are real because the Bible stress from those set of people are making us watch those people away. But they are real. I did Venezuela, and I did a lot of time around people. I did a little travel around. I meet a lot of people, and I experience a different culture. And you'll be amazed. St. Lucia's backward in Venezuela. I have a video of in Venezuela. They have a carnival. Ask anybody. They have a carnival burn in Venezuela for people that in that alone. At when you sit at 8 o'clock, all children have to go inside and that burn coming out. They're calling it the witch's burn. And when you see the burn, if you don't know, it's like, oh my God, yeah, they have a ban for that in Venezuela because it's not against nothing in Venezuela. People free to practice their thing and nobody will bashing you. And they have a store. I went to the store, I visited the store. They have that at St. Lucia. Big store with everything you want. You could use to help yourself, natural stones, natural stuff, you know? Yeah.
But even about the how you call it, the cemetery, like they said, the dead people, there's a they did us raised from the dead and make noise.
All those things all those things are true. It's actually true. All those things are true. I've had fair share experience with all those things. It is true. They share our mind from that. But what the thing about it is not true is the fear that captivated your mind into. What you fear, that fear you have in your mind about it, tell you it is not true. You will think when you go in a cemetery that at that time, 1 o'clock in the morning, on certain moon, that you'll die or nothing happens to you. But your fear will play with you to trick you.
Is that way people expressing themselves that does fear you?
It will, I'm telling you. So, yes, those things exist. If you go and manifest stuff to do change and do your little stuff, it happens. But the idea of you going there and thinking like something will do you something in physically, that means nothing. That's not possible. You see what I'm saying to you? Anything that happens to you physically, you created that through your imagination. I'm telling you, because your imagination is, you have to be careful with it. You see what I'm saying to you? See, the mind is very, very, very powerful. So it can trick you. You see what I'm saying to you? It's like secrecy could be a lot of power. Just like I was explaining to her last night about the room. It evolves to power. The moment you have secret, you have more power. Like you have more power over your friends. When you all don't know, you have more you have more power than they can't do nothing. They can't, if you vex, you don't vex, they can't throw it back in your face, they can't throw arrows back at you. When people know your business, it's like you have that some of them they have that bound like you regret you're afraid if you all break up, they spill out all your secrets, they talk all your stuff. There are people that go through that. You see? So
that's why you have to choose what you're telling people too.
Yeah, you have to now. Melson, what happened? I want you all to understand your viewers. Everything is in your mind. You see all that I'm doing there? We all can do that. That's what I'm telling you. We all are able, can do that, and that's just peanuts. We all, but they put that mindset in our mind. You see me? Now, I have an altar. You know, people go to base. That's evil or good or whatever. Nobody, I bet you, under the life, they can explain to me why exactly do I have that set up or organized like that. Everybody will tell you it's some evil or whatever thing. But you know what I'm just doing there? I'm just setting up a fragment for my subconscious mind, putting a part in my mind, an orderly fashion in my mind, so that my life can manifest order. You get what I'm saying to you? I'm manifesting a pattern in my mind so that it can manifest physically. So everything on that section there, it is exactly in order. If I shift something, I put it exactly back the same place. Anything I move, I put it exactly, and I come there. So that is my physical reality. That's a place where I imagination, with strong focus on imagination of physical reality. So I'm manifesting physical reality by putting everything in my life in order. By coming and spend some special time with myself to put everything in my life in order. You know what I'm saying to you? So I'm reflecting those stuff into my mind. That's what's going on.
Look, Darrell say he see a man, a vampire going from man.
That's movies. That's movies. So, example. I'll give you a perfect example of something that is deep. People are going to say It's scary, right? Charity begins at home. You see the way, the same way I got altar there? The same way your dresser. Your dresser. With
Yeah.
all your personal belongings, that's your altar right there. My altar, it has everything that is belong to me on it. Only mine. So I am manifesting my energy how I want it to manifest in physical. Y'all go wrong by first. Your dresser has everything that belongs to you physically, but you have it jumbled up. It's not in order. So your life there, it begins from at home. Charity begins at home. If you want changes in your life, you have to manifest. Anything that manifests inside the mind, it manifests outside the mind as well. So you begin by trying to manifest order in your life. By putting your dresser and your Colgate, every time you take it out, you put it back the same place where you get it.
Believe
So
me,
when you practicing order, life puts things in order for you. You get me? I'm saying to you. That's what I'm just saying to you. So the idea of an altar is just a fashion for my deep mind, so that I know that is a particular session for my subconscious mind to manifest my changes. You understand what I'm saying to you? That's just it. Yeah, it's it. That's what I'm going to do. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, Adeline. Thank you very much. I know it's the truth.
Aliyah says she have to bring the people money.
So a lot of stuff, colors. Some of you wear colors that it is wrong. Universe, like universe, like when you talk about universe and stuff, it doesn't match you. Certain days you may wear certain colors that doesn't match you, and it may set the rock energy towards you. People don't know that. Certain days you may wear a right color, and that will be your lucky day. There are some animals you may see, and all I say an insect or animal, I get good luck. All I say animal or that is bad luck for me. Just like that myth they have about the grasshopper. It is true, but the grasshopper is not a general. It is not a general omen. Not everybody that see a grasshopper, it is their good luck. You see what I'm saying to you? That omen belongs to a particular person. You see what I'm saying to you? There are people, they'll see blackbirds, they'll see this, they'll see that. Every individual is attached to an omen or insect, something that will give them a sign. Nature gives you signs. It sends you signs in your way with those animals. That's why it's good to have a pet in the house. That's why one of the good things about when you learn those stuff, having a pet, Paco, if you have to see Paco the way the connection Paco and I have, because you could learn from them. They teach you. Animals also know before us. So we have to learn from them. You understand me? It's some of them. So that's just it. So if you want tomorrow, I was on a good join and I could do some more watching.
Well, I go in and prep myself for me to go and sleep just now.
All right, do that. Big up to you. Steffi. Big up to you guys. So, guys, I'm kind of drained, so it's time for me to go and spend some time with my wife. Stay tuned tomorrow if you're on journey. I'll come out. We'll speak about the colors, attributes, and stuff which attaches to the, the particular months and your stuff. So stay tuned for tomorrow night, about same time, 10 o'clock. We'll be eating that stuff, okay? If anybody is interested, really interested into personal information about the stuff, you send me an inbox. Guys, I just come on the stream. So after a while, I'll return to my phone if anybody have already sent me a message. When I relax and I'm calm, I will attend to your message. So don't believe I'm ignoring your messages. I'll attend to them. So you could send me the information if you want, and I could try that up here. So have a blessed night and enjoy the rest of your night, guys. Like, share, and follow.